Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an FPS between two little tunes and it'll be titled Rafter Buddies. I've never done an FPS intro, but we're going to try now. So let's get our cast established because we've seen these two in a few games now. So I'm pretty sure by now we figured out I play a little pirate mouse named Pipsqueak, and my co-star here.
Hello everyone. I'm playing Detective Little Lynn Stagehand, and I am V Wild. And yes, we love these characters.
We do. It's about time they get something pretty nice here, so let's set the stage. It's surprisingly, for all the chaos that Toontown is known for, it's a decently quiet day. There's obviously the usual shenanigans and tomfoolery that always happens.
Mm-hmm.
But for two tunes who have been through quite a lot and certainly had quite the adventure in a certain mall.
Ah, yes. Always something with these tunes.
Yep. Well, there's a house that one of them has never been to before, which they now walk up to looking at a certain business card, and they stand at the door for a moment, a bit curious, because they've been told this house exists. They know who lives here, obviously. That something's with the house, but a certain little brother figure wouldn't tell more than that.
Oh, Craigery, you little shit. This is great. This is fantastic.
Yeah. But this is also Pipsqueak. And Pip does not do walking in the front door.
Oh-ho. Oh-ho-ho.
So, V-Wild, I need to ask you, is there any other way to get into network?
Yes, there is a way that has already been established before, because yes, sometimes people don't like the front door, and this is fine. Round the back of the house, there is, you might notice, or in fact, Pip, could you roll me perception?
Alrighty. Let's get this rolling. First roll of the game. Here we go.
Alright.
Fair enough.
I think, Pip, just by looking around, you would notice that the windows are quite foggy. Not incredibly, not as though you can't, with effort, see in if you really, really, like, full on get up on the windowsill and plaster yourself to it. But wandering round the house, if you go in the back alleys, because Network, despite being in a built-up area, does have a little bit of space between buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And going round the back, you would notice that looking up, there is a window that's ever so slightly ajar. And it's also the only one that isn't foggy.
Well, Pip is always one for an adventure, and going in through the window is their style. So they are going to scramble up the walls. They've gotten pretty used to this, and there's fire escapes, and they will hop across and grab onto the window ledge and haul themselves on through into network.
Yep. Pipsqueak, you are in the kitchen.
Fantastic! This is an excellent place to be.
There is a pot of chili off to one side, and as you come in, hey Pipsqueak, can you make me a strength save? Strength or dex?
Boy. Oh, okay. Pip is decent at these. Never had to do one of them before, but thank goodness for fighters. That's not as stellar. They're surprised. It's fine.
It's great. This is absolutely fantastic because Network, this sentient house has clocked. Oh, New guest of ours. Pipsqueak! Pipsqueak of ours! New network, new one of ours, hooray! And yes, Pip, you touch down, you look around, yes, a kitchen. And you are immediately engulfed in a warm tornado of air, as this entire house seems to hum.
Hold it. What? Huh? Hello?
Congratulations, Pipsqueak, you're airborne.
Well, this is something. They are a little flustered. Let's see. They're gonna try and, they've been swept up. Yeah, they don't want to be up in the air. They don't like suddenly being up in the air. Let's see. Okay, they managed to pull out a grappling hook from their hammer space, and they're gonna try and grapple onto something that looks decently sturdy that they could pull themselves down. Let's see. Let's just roll a straight d20, see how well they do with this.
Mm-hmm.
Not very. Nope. Not very.
Oh, bless. I'm gonna roll.
They are. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna roll. Okay. There is.
Yep.
From one of the other rooms, Pip, as you're going around, and the bright humming is just a very cheery thing, there is, from another room of the house, downstairs, where a certain monkey detective was working on their case files, looks up and goes, "What the heck? Hang on! I'm coming up!" And she puts it down, and there is very much the dash of, "Oh, Peck, Network's found someone, okay!" And yeah, congratulations, Pip. Whether you wanted to or not, the monkey is now aware.
This is fine. They were gonna go looking for her, but, they are still in the air. They are getting tossed around. I'm not gonna even make you roll for this one. There's a bit of a clatter as Pip is a very small mouse, and this is a little bit of a chaotic tornado for this house is very happy. Most beloved network.
Yes.
There's a clatter. There's a louder clatter. There's a few coconuts that come tumbling down the hall.
Should I have Lynn make a dex save to see if she can avoid the coconuts?
You know what? For the gag, yes.
Alright, what is your dex? Your dex save is... Alright. Hey!
That'll do.
She dodges them. She sees them coming. This is the strangest thing she's ever seen coming out of the kitchen. And there is just the duck as one sails over her head, and she goes, "Okay, that's a thing." Races into the kitchen, sees a tornado, and, "Network, sweetheart, put them down. Down. I know, they're friendly, we like it.
Busy.
Oh, Pip, hi, Pip. Okay, down." And yes, Pip, you are kind of swept in this circling tornado, and then you are on the ground, but still spinning slightly because, yes, Network was very, very happy. This is a friend!
Oh yeah, no, their eyes are the little spirals that are, as they are toddling around a little bit like, hi, Lynn.
Hi, Picnic.
Does what, is there supposed to, was I not supposed to go in through the window? Does that happen every time?
In answer, yes, it happens every time someone comes in. I think they were Networker. Sweetheart was quite happy. I mean, Pickett, you're a friend of ours. And she gives you a pat on the head, and she goes, "And going through the window? A couple of people do it. It's the reason why it's usually open. We sometimes have a kitten come through there. It's very sweet. But no.
Did that happen to Gregory?
I wasn't here when Gregory first came in, but I really hope so, because can you imagine that? Oh, I'm imagining it now. We've got to get him to come over again so we can get him stuck in this. It's great. You're gonna Seriously, it's the most fun
Hmm.
experience.
Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of payback for not telling me about that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry, we'll get divine retribution for the picnic.
Language.
You're in my turf now. And also, you're not one to talk anymore. I can say what you say. I can do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
I can do it
It's
again.
just listen, listen,
Mhm,
listen,
mhm.
listen.
I'm listening. I'm listening with my wonderful ears.
You get a pass because the kids aren't here.
Mhm.
As
Duly
soon as the
noted.
kids are back, we curtail this, okay?
But I mean, they're older than a month. They can learn how to swear.
Yeah, but it's
I I
you
mean,
don't you don't, okay?
Pip. My first word was pick. You teach the children to swear, and then they're responsible with it. And the earlier you teach them, the more responsible with it they are. And besides, you have. I one day want you to meet the rest of my family because if you think I swear, you got nothing on the rest of the stagehands. Oh boy.
Hey, Lynn, can you roll an insight check?
Yes, I will. 19.
Yeah, yeah, that beats the passive. Pip is well, they were a little stunned the moment you said that. I want you to meet the rest of my family. They paused for a minute and were like, "Oh." Um little like surprised and flattered that that would be said.
Oh,
Uh right, huh. Well, that that's that'll be interesting if when that happens. Um but oh, yeah, I came here for a purpose because I don't know if there's had to be any paperwork concerning the candy store.
ah, thankfully, something I am very relieved about, seeing as everything that happened in that picking place. Turns out you don't have to do paperwork for demi-planes. Huzzah! And
That's good.
Lynn has full on like jazz handed it at that, her fur fluffing up because she is so delighted. She doesn't have to do the paperwork. She really didn't have to do the paperwork.
It offers a round of applause, including sparkles for Lynn with prestidigitation, because it is necessary to always have sparkles when you do jazz hands.
Mm. Oh, Pip, there is a slight nudge of the breeze into you because sparkles. You made sparkles.
Uh, what, is the house alive? Is is network alive?
Yep, you hit the pecking nail on the head. Sorry, you hit the nail on the head.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, network. Well, full name Network Sweetheart Nettle is. I think the proper term is Genius Loci. I'm still learning the actual phrase. Honestly, I've just been referring to Network as my wonderful sweetheart for as long as I can recall. So, but yeah, they're
uh,
sentient.
uh, there's a few ships like this in Pirate Bay.
Oh,
Hell, that's the other one. Buccaneer Bay, too. I haven't seen as many there, but they come in now and again. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
all right. I'll make a note of that. I mean, I don't think Network could go to boats. I mean, because I know there are a few houses. I mean, there's you ever been to Halloween Town? Because the manor there, the manor is also a genius loci, macabre manor.
No, I have a pen pal that lives over there though,
Oh,
so that sounds familiar.
yeah. It's I
Yeah.
gotta admit, it's a wonderful place if you can visit. A lot of tall folks. really kind of aggressively tall. They're not aggressive, but they are tall.
Have you ever seen, like, they're all around our height and they look kind of like an angel. They're a rubber hose tune and they have this huge pumpkin they carry around with them. Have you seen someone like that over there?
Not yet, I don't think. I've. I'm not gonna lie. I mainly hang around the manor. Uh, and and
Ah,
and my son Rai, he's a friend with a couple of the lichens there. I mean, he's made a friend with one of the were ravens, Fee. I, I'm so proud of him. He's making his own connections. I am so. And yeah, Lynn is full on, just like fluffing up. Just there is a very happy squeak from her because her son is making friends.
Aw. Pip may not have a kid of their own officially, but they've seen Boomer starting to make friends with some of the other pirates around. They get it. They get it. They get it.
Aww.
Mhm.
But we've got the paperwork, and I believe we also had a certain business transaction to get through.
uh-huh. That's why I'm here. Because an adventurer is nothing if they do not keep to their word.
Ah, yes, yes. The importance of our oath.
Yes.
And Lynn, full on, just the most solemn, putting her hand on her chest, and then fighting down the grin because, yes, this is absolutely fantastic, and she's gonna get candy!
Let's see.
And Pip reaches up under their bandana and, with a bit of a flourish, because it is most important for presentation, no matter adventurer or pirate,
Mm-hmm.
and they present the loot.
Aha!
And it's a sizable bag of candy. They did steal pretty much the entire stock from that store.
Hopefully that
So,
store can replenish quickly, because, my god, you got 93% of that store's wares. It was fantastic.
mm-hmm. Pip is nothing if not a very efficient criminal.
Yes.
They got a little thrown off in the manor with all the Jello, little bit, but they've gotten back on their game.
Well, they stole an entire family out of that one. They stole the hearts of a family in that game.
True, very true.
The best
They'd
of all.
just like to steal a few more shiny things, but you win some, you lose some.
But Lynn gives you back a round of applause because, yes, this is showing the loot and this is being fancy and this is how you make a connection. You bond and you show these things. And she goes,
And Pip does fluff up a little. Not much. They don't have very fluffy fur, but they don't. There's a little bit of a tint to their grayscale. You can't quite tell what color, but you can tell it's not green, which is good, and it didn't darken any, so it can't be anything close to black either. So probably a good thing.
Lynn visibly brightens just a little bit at that. Her fur is fluffing back, and she goes, "Well, I think that we should share this, and kitchen's a good place, and hey, if any of these have got shiny foil, I know Sweetheart will like them. We can go downstairs. I mean, I've got a really nice couch if you like."
Sure.
Pip is. You know what? Yeah, you can roll insight again. Because I'm pretty sure this is the first time Lynn has seen Pip not perched on anyone or anything.
An 8.
Oof. Oof.
We could go advantage if we want, but
you know what? Yeah, why not? Because Lynn's a detective. Lynn is used to reading people.
Yay! That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
This is where Lynn works. Lynn makes connections between things. That's how she's smart.
Yeah, this is. Lynn, you have never seen Pip just on the ground. Not once. Well, maybe a few moments when they're scurrying from person to person or place to place, but Usually, they're on Gregory. When you met, they were up on a catwalk or a fire escape.
Mm-hmm. When they shot the arrow. That was definitely
Mhm.
something. Lynn is never going to forget that.
No, Pip won't forget it either. Ooh, that was certainly a way to meet someone. But thinking to it, even in the candy store, Pip was on top of the shelves and racing around in a shopping cart. They were never on the ground. And Pip is trying to be polite, and more so now that they know the house is alive. But they don't. They're a little nervous, and their ears are swiveling quite a bit.
Yeah. So, couch. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what?
Huh?
I'm just thinking of well, we've got ourselves some I cannot believe as a detective I'm saying this, some loot. And I think it needs something more thematic than a couch. I mean, the couch is wonderful. It's a new addition. Admittedly, I didn't really have places to sit down before unless it was the swivel chair. But how about we well, let me show you something. And Lynn is wandering out from the kitchen.
Wait up.
And Pip is scurrying on after.
And as you come out from the kitchen, there's the row of rooms. And then there's an open, I guess the word is mezzanine, I think, where you can see down into the den and the foyer. And then she goes, well, I normally take people down, but what's your opinion on rafters?
Pip lights up. And they get a little glint in their eye like there's been a challenge issued. And Pip so adores a challenge.
Well, they're pretty high up, and Lynn leans on the banister and then looks up, and then thinks for a second, looks down and goes, you might want to focus on the rafters, not the ceiling, seeing as you have a certain tendency towards the censored, but I think you'll like it.
We'll see. Unless, of course, you're proposing a race.
Oh ho ho. A race?
I am used to being on a ship, Lynn. I am the best at getting through the rigging to the sails. No one can beat me up the rigging of the Crowning Glory.
Well, you're not on the Crowning Glory. You're in the network. And this monkey, the monkey is in their domain.
I'll take that challenge, and you know what? I'll bet you more candy that I can beat you up there.
Oh ho ho! Well, picnic pipsqueak, challenge accepted. And yeah, you don't even have to roll because Lynn is full on the fluffiest gold you have seen her. Her eyes are practically sparkling at this point because this is interesting.
And again, Pip's been showing their colors quite a bit today, and you know what? They're not stopping now. There is the tint from before, darkens actually, different color, but you can tell it's red. It's a very gray red, but it's red. And they look very excited.
All right. So how do you want to do
Count
this?
to 3?
All right. On 3, eh? Oh ho. Okay, and she's rubbing her hands together at this one.
All right. 1, 2,
and they're off.
Oh, you picnic! Okay! And Lynn is jumping after. And
do we want to do best of 3 dex rolls, I'd say? To try and see who climbs up the quickest?
We could do acrobatics or athletics, either, if you like.
True. Yeah, roll whichever's best. 2 out of 3.
Alright. Oh my word! You got a...
Oh!
That is, Lynn got a dirty 20, Pip got a nat 20.
Oh! Yeah,
Oh.
with that, I'll say that little bit of trickery allowed them an advantage. Skittering up and finding some places. It doesn't give them too much of a lead because they are unfamiliar with this space, but they are very determined to win. They have been challenged.
I think one thing that's of interest is Pip, like, straight up jumping off the banister onto the walls to climb up to these rafters. How are they doing this? What stunts are they pulling?
Well, they did have a grappling hook, but no, that's too easy. That's far too easy, and not adventurous enough for this.
Oh
No, they are looking to find any ledge, anything they could hop across as they jump off. They are looking to Assassin's Creed this.
Oh, we love to see it. And can Pip roll me a perception as they're doing this?
Yes. That's a 15.
That meets it. Pip will notice that as this is all happening, the house is ever so slightly changing. Just, for both of you, there are footholds, there are little bits and little cracks, and little, just small things that make it a challenge. But also, yes, this is going to be something that is possible to do. Now that you know where to look, it's a bit more even terrain because of that nat 20. Yep, you can see the patterns in this place.
Thank you, network.
Alright, let's roll again and see.
Alright. Hey!
Ooh.
Oh!
Hey!
A 26 from Lynn, a 24 from Pip. It's Lynn, on glancing and seeing this and seeing the thank you network, is like, oh, okay, 2 can play at that game. And she is just full on leapt off one of the walls and is bouncing between them. She is springing off of surfaces in a way that makes her seem very familiar with this place.
I want to say, oh my gosh, with these rolls, to anyone, you would almost wish that someone was recording this. It is the most cinematic race up to the rafters you have ever seen. Like, you'd almost think Dodo Studios would want to get in on this.
Oh, but Network is going to remember this forever. And seeing as there are certain languages that Network now is learning how to speak, yes, this is going to be a memory that's projected to folks in the future of, holy pick, this is fun. This is delightful. This is network connections. This is making friends.
Absolutely. And they are neck and neck, and those rafters are real close.
Yes.
Let's see who can pull ahead in the final stretch.
Yes, who will it be? Oh, it's Pip! It is Pip! You are tiny.
11 to 19. Yes, they are small, but they are fast.
They are tiny, they are scurrying, and it's close, but you are just a natural at this. You know how to get onto beams in a way that Lynn is a little rusty at. And do you want to describe how they finally get up there?
Pip sees this. They are so excited. They're on a ledge. They're really close. They could just scurry across. It looks like it's almost not quite enough. But they steel themselves, and they are a worn tune for a reason.
Oh.
They are used to this. They are used to bouncing around and going quick and getting around and getting out of trouble and into trouble. And they take a leap of faith, and their tail catches around the beam, and they swing on up and land perfectly on top of it just before Lynn reaches it.
Oh. And Lynn, there's a slight scrabble to it, and then she's also hooking her tail around. She's kind of, you know how cats can have their legs dangling over the edge of something before they fully get onto it?
Mm-hmm.
Lynn's doing that. And
Yeah.
Pip, can you roll me insight?
Yes. Let's see. What is my modifier for this? Oh, dearie. Not the most insightful, but we'll see. Dice parser can be nice, please, maybe. Thank you.
I will give them advantage, seeing as Lynn got advantage earlier, and Pip's seen Lynn go through a lot of emotions before.
Yeah. They've both seen oof.
Nope.
It's fine. They're a little distracted. They're having their little victory dance.
They might catch just for a moment a flicker of something on Lynn's face, and she is like full on smiling, and she goes, "Oh well then, you're picking what you won. Sorry, I've got to watch my swears. You won. Congratulations. Now I just got to get up. Hang on. I'm doing it. And her legs are kicking.
Hold up.
Here, and Pip will hop over and help. I'll pull her on up.
She very
Come
good.
on.
I'm coming. I'm gonna do it. And yeah, she gets her foot because she hasn't got clawed feet anymore. And she gets her foot, and she finally gets on up. And something Pip might notice of Lynn isn't wearing shoes. Or her normal outfit, in fact. She's not wearing her stagehand coat. Or her tailcoat that she normally is. Or the outfit that she normally is. It's entirely different.
Is it the cowboy disguise?
It's almost the cowboy disguise. If you can see the skirt, that was the skirt that she wore then.
Mm-hmm.
But she's wearing a black shirt, very light, and as you pull her up, you do see a star on the back of it. But
This is new.
Actually, and she gives it a tug, because yes, she's clocked it, and she goes, this is very old. It's one of my first outfits I got that wasn't my tailcoat. Well, actually, the skirt's new. The skirt is a yeehaw.
It was a good disguise. It was a really good disguise.
It is one of my best disguises. I am so gonna use it again. Like, seriously.
We need to get Gray in a cowboy hat. We do. We really need to get that kid in a cowboy hat.
Oh, gods, we do. We really pick and do. Oh, that is going to be fantastic. If we can manage to find an outfit that is going to confuse or horrify Decimal as well, I am all for that. Because I like the Mother Pecker, but at the same time, I really want to antagonize the Mother Pecker. Sorry, language.
The kids aren't around. You get a pass.
Oh, pecking fantastic. And Lynn is now just curled
for Decimal, we bring Gregory in. Did you see what he wore?
Oh, I saw what he wore. What? Where did he get that from?
I don't know, and at this point, I am too afraid to
ask. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He has had some crazy ideas before. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna put it on my conspiracy board. We're just gonna let that one lie.
Yeah. There's some adventures you don't want to go on. I think that's one of them.
Yes. And Lynn is now looking around just up here as she looks and goes, so what do you think?
Well, Network's really neat. They've been a lot of fun to meet here. And I appreciate the help, Network. Thank you.
And there is a very soft ruffle of warm breeze around you, just like tussling your hair for a moment. Just like,
aww.
Network appreciates you, pipsqueak of ours.
Aw, shucks.
And they do rub the back of their neck a little and like kick their foot some, like aw. But they do seem a lot steadier up here. Like, you'd think someone so tiny being so high, it'd be a little intimidating to look down at the very least, but
Mm.
they walk like anybody would, like if they were on the ground. It
Mm.
is an ease that comes with practice, and just they're comfortable up here, even though they've never been in this house, never been here, but they're comfortable enough to be walking around and looking and leaning over the edge with the kind of ease that knows that they won't fall.
Mm. I think one thing that Pipsqueak would notice if they're looking down and around is
Mhm.
there is, from the rafters, you would be able to see the Wall of Love. And on the Wall of Love, there is a glowing pink string leading into the roof. Just and following it down, you do see all the sheets of paper of the Wall of Love, all these sketches.
Mhm. They know a little bit about this. Gregory told them some about this wall, at least, that there were drawings on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they see that and they smile. It's a fond kind of smile.
Ah.
Yeah.
So, what do the different colors mean?
Ah, the colours.
Yeah,
I
that one's pink.
oh, that and Lynn is leaning over and going. That is well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually not the one who decides the colours, and I don't think they fully mean something as in the colours themselves, not like colour changing tunes, but
Mm.
yeah, fair point, Network. Uh, Sweetheart decides the colours on what they feel is best for someone. I mean, there are reds, and my son Rai has a red of his scarf, or
Aw.
or Jacques. He's someone I care about deeply as well. He's got a pumpkin orange one because Adeline clenches her fists just for a moment, and you do see orange sparks of magic coming off just for a second. Just
Mm-hmm.
he has been teaching me magic of that color.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And there's a flicker of their own magic, not fully casting the spell, but there's a few very familiar red pixels that pop up.
Oh,
Sort of starting to form a shield, but the spell flickers before it can be finished.
Yeah.
Craigery red. Yep. Network likes that one
Mhm.
as well. And you do see from the wall a red, just very briefly, the red thread appear just for a microsecond. She goes,
Ah.
the pink, I'm not sure why Network's chosen pink for you. I mean,
For me.
yeah. Uh, when someone comes to visit, they're string glows. It's one of the ways I found it easiest to tell who's coming in. But
Huh.
yeah, you're on the wall of love, kid. Oh, not kid, because you're older than me.
Yeah.
I surround myself with far too many kids. But, buddy, picnic, you're on the wall! Surprise!
Huh. Uh. Huh. That's. Uh. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Oh,
I'm.
okay, good.
Ugh.
It's
How do you say it? How?
I get that it's
It's.
sometimes a lot. I am.
Yeah.
It's
Uh.
one of the reasons why you're on there. And here, roll me insight.
Yep. Dice parser, please. Please.
Dice passer, please. No.
Dice parser says, no,
Well,
not today.
Lynn is a very deceptive toon. You would notice that she's curled her tail under her heel and is just like pressing it to the rafter, and she goes, Well, when I meet people I like or would like to know further, I give them a business card, and if I really want to know more, and here you actually, her fur is very slightly pressing in, so she's a little more outlined. She goes, I also add their sketch so that if they ever need or want, they can come on by. If you're not happy with it, I mean, I'm sorry, I probably should have asked. I don't normally ask about these
Lynn,
sorts of things. Hmm?
And their tail wraps around one of her hands.
Lynn,
Hmm?
it's really nice.
Oh,
It is. It's just, it's, I am just used to being with the crew and just having the crew. I didn't realize. I mean, it, it's nice. It's really nice.
oh. And
The,
Lynn
the,
does
the,
relax
color,
slightly.
the color was kind of surprising. I know.
And they gesture to themselves once again back to a neutral grayscale.
Mhm.
I know I'm not the most colorful anymore,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the pink was pink's a good color.
Yeah.
It's a good color. I like it.
Yeah. I gotta admit, it is quite beautiful. And she has, like, full on, her fur is fluffing back out now that she's not stuck in her own head. And your tail does get a slight squeeze from her hand. You can tell just by this, she definitely likes physical contact, and she likes her hands, and she likes holding things.
Yep. They're not gonna move their tail. It's good. They're gonna hold on. While their hand, once again, reaches up into hammer space and gets out, well, the smaller bag of candy, but still decently sized. And they're gonna plop down and sit.
Well, we have all this. May as well get to snacking.
There is a actual squeak of joy from Lynn, like full on squeaky toy, just.
Oh my god.
This,
That's precious. I love it. Oh my god, Lynn.
yeah, she has got sparkle eyes. She is very happy. You can tell, like, you've seen Lynn go through a lot of changes or a lot of different emotions, and you saw her when she was definitely not great. If you saw who she was before and now saw her, you would think it was an entirely different Toon. But yeah, her tail is like full on, just like thwapping into the rafter in just like she's completely forgotten about it as an appendage. It is now just happy squiggle.
And yeah, no, Pip is thinking about that because they remember very well the first time they met Lynn. Not exactly their proudest moment. That whole adventure turned out to be not so hot at the end, and they do still worry about Boomer, and they don't think there's been a chance to have that doll delivered to Lynn yet. And they definitely know what happened with Rikishi. Who do they remember what happened with Rikishi?
Yeah.
And now seeing Lynn, yeah, she does look like someone almost completely different. And it's genuinely impressive. They're impressed and they're not quite sure how to say it. So that's partially why the candy's out. Because it's rude to talk with your mouth full, so hey. It's the rules. It's the rules.
Oh, you absolute. Well, And there is very much in fact, I don't know what kind of candy this is, but Lynn picks it up, and wrapper or not, it just goes in with a crunch.
It just gives her a look like, huh?
Oh, sorry. Do you want the first one? I probably should have. Sorry.
No, the rapper, huh?
Oh wait.
Don't-
Oh, not edible wrapper. Okay.
No, I think there's some like that in here. But you could have asked.
Fair point. I've got to admit, I haven't had candy in. When was it?
Huh?
I mean,
You haven't had candy in long enough that you can't remember?
I've had lollipops. I've had lollipops, but yeah.
Lynn, this is a.
I haven't exactly taken enough breaks to have candy. I mean, all my.
Have you at least been to the donut shop in town? The one that has all the fancy donuts. The one that it's I don't remember what it's called, but there's a lot of them. Have you at least been there?
Oh, I think I've heard of it. There was a string of purse snatchers around that area, I believe. Oh yeah, that was actually a fun case. Well, I say fun. It mostly. I mean, I did defenestrate myself on that one. That was a hoot.
Lynn.
And this is the serious, like, tap, hand on the shoulder.
Lynn.
Hi.
You have not been living if you have not been having sweets. We are going to fix this, starting now. You are keeping that whole bag. Goodness. This is not an adventure rule, nor is it part of the pirate code. This is part of the pip code. You have to have something sweet, always.
I am getting into that. I do bake often.
You too?
Yeah. I bake and I cook. I mean, baking and cooking, it's an excellent way of making connections and also keeping them. I like going on chili runs where I deliver chili to different people. I mean, you probably already know about that if Boomer's been getting my deliveries before we officially met. I do apologize about that.
Yeah, I was wondering what was up with the door.
Yeah.
Do you know any chili that has pumpkin seeds?
I actually do. I actually do. I mean, several of the recipes. I've got about 50 recipes in my book. Yeah, and I know like 5 with pumpkin in, and yeah, there is one with pumpkin seeds. I could give you the recipe afterwards if you like.
Yes, I need that one.
Oh.
That is for an ongoing competition. You might have heard that I was part of, well, sort of, it's an unofficial competition that's been going on for, a few months now.
Oh. Well,
but
anything
I'm a little
from
bit behind, so I need something good to surprise them.
Oh, anything for a member of my network. Oh, we got the evil cackles. And yes, Lynn is now just doing her best to do an evil cackle. It sounds like a normal laugh as well. She's not the best at doing an evil cackle.
We'll get you with that. Just like we gotta teach Gregory how to be rude. We'll get you how to do an evil chat.
They wind up with, like, a bit of taffy stuck in their mouths, and they're, like, stumbling, like,
yeah.
How have you and Gregory been recently?
Oh, well, I haven't seen him around often. He's been doing his own adventures and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you've been all right yourself?
Mostly. I've been keeping an eye on things in Buccaneer Bay. You know, I hadn't been home in forever. So going back was nice. And, I mean, Squall definitely missed me, and so did the crew.
Ah.
And they love Boomer.
Heh.
Our Cannoneer. Cannoneer's really excited to have an apprentice.
Oh, pick an apprentice. Boomer's got cannons! Oh boy. Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
That's
Well,
going to be
listen,
exciting.
either Boomer has the cannons supervised,
Mhm.
or Boomer has the cannons unsupervised.
Supervised. Supervised.
Yeah.
We are definitely going with supervised. Please.
Uh-huh. No, it's good. We are keeping an eye on her.
Yeah.
And the crew are, well, for pirates, they're good folk.
They are. I'm glad that she's got people looking out for her. And that you've got people looking out for you as well. It's. Family's important.
Yeah. Ugh.
We protect our own, don't we?
We do. I mean, somebody's gotta. They're clearly reckless enough to get into everything.
Yes. I've definitely learnt over time that members of my network, either by association with me or just through their own shenanigans, will get into chaos.
Regardless. Adventure calls.
Yes. I just hope that they stay safe while doing it. Inkwell's quite a dangerous place nowadays.
Yeah, Pip's ears actually droop a little in there.
Yeah. I don't know what changed. Something happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what's different.
I've been accumulating a few theories on that department. Nothing solid yet. I'm following a few trails on it, but yeah, a lot of things happen and just keep happening.
They do. Lots of things keep happening.
Oh, they keep happening so much, just so much.
All the time.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure every time I go out, there is something that happens. I'm starting to notice a pattern on that department. I'm going to get to the bottom of it, but I kid you not, the boards, they are filling up.
Yeah. We were so close. Things were good. I think it has to do with the child leash. It was good until Hugh got out of the child leash.
Yes. In future, we should probably keep that on him.
Just a little bit.
I want to say we also put Decimal in one, but I'm pretty sure we'd get a card to the face, and I don't particularly want that.
Yeah, you mentioned a card, and this hasn't been in their hammer space. This has been in their pocket. Pip actually does pull out the card for a therapist that Decimal threw at them last time. They look at it like,
yeah, he throws things.
You got one of those as well?
Yeah. I mean,
I've heard of Leet before. The name came up in a court case. Someone I know, Asclepius, recommended them to, one of my new nieces. Admittedly, that case was certainly something. I mean, he who child materializes immediately accused of murder was certainly a premise for something. You don't want to know. It was, it all turned out well in the end, but, oh boy, that was a court case.
Yeah.
I was in court. I was defending. I don't know how to be a lawyer.
Well, I mean, I think if you make it up enough and sound official, that works. Right?
I mean, we won, yeah.
Good enough.
I admittedly did swear in court. That wasn't on my agenda, honestly. It just came out. The stenographer put it on the thing. I swore in court and it's on record.
Pirate court allows swearing. You'd be good at that.
Oh, now I really want to go to pirate court. I And I know pirate lingo. I think I can copy your squeaks.
That's not pirate lingo. That's really not. No. We don't use those words in court.
You don't? Do you use
No,
ahoy?
those are
I know ahoy. I know that's another word you use.
Yeah, you use those words are tavern brawl words.
Oh, I know how to brawl. The trick is go for the knees. They never expect you to go for the knees.
Or the head if you come from above. If they don't see you coming.
I am going to keep a note of that. Because sometimes you do need to go for the head. And unfortunately, we are kinda, and I'm saying this in solidarity, we're pecking short.
A little bit. Just you get used to it.
Yeah.
Or you stay up high. And then you're not short. Well, you kinda are, but you get a good vantage point. You can see it. Well, up here you can see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I like traveling by rooftop. It's real pecking fast, and no one expects it. A lot less foot traffic.
Yeah, no, really. Given when there's a lot of birds, then it gets a little tricky. Then it does get a little tricky. Then
that's why we have a crossbow.
It's like thinking, like, You have bow. Could use bow.
Also have cherry bombs.
And they do have, for a moment, a firebolt pop up in their hand in the shape of a smiling cherry bomb.
There is...
It's good work.
Pip, you notice, because cherry bomb, it is slightly shiny. You almost feel a tug in your hand from the breeze around you. Yes, it is like a child seeing something shiny.
Network likes shiny things, huh?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. The amount of times me and my son have to have something shiny on hand, otherwise, yeah, we've tried teaching Network don't acquire or tradesies. Unfortunately, we haven't quite kicked the habit. Just don't let anything go around them. They will make off with it if it's shiny enough.
There is an interested flick of their ear and a look of acknowledgement as, yes, a kindred spirit.
Let's just say the one time someone came in with a ruby necklace to do the full detective noir, yeah, they almost left without the ruby. It was quite a scandal. Almost a scandal.
Clearly, whoever it was wasn't paying enough attention.
I mean,
so it's kind of their own fault if the shiny disappears.
But the reputation. And Lynn is just like, hand on her head, slight swoon of, yes, she's playing this up. She totally agrees with you.
I've already got a bad reputation. You could maybe become like a phantom thief. Ooh, I'm everywhere. You'll never know where. I need a cool nickname. Pipsqueak is it's a good name. It's a good name, but not a good thief name.
Mouseketeer?
That one's been taken.
Oh, fair point. Phantom Squeak?
It considers.
But then they'll go looking for a mouse.
Fair point. How about Picnic?
No. not that one. Not that one.
Yeah,
not that one.
Fair point. It's already my middle name. You can't have it. Although I am trying to convince Craigery to also have it as his middle name.
Oh, no.
Oh, seriously. Craigery Picnic Danthews. What do you think?
Is that where he got the idea?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's seriously been considering it.
Oh, I love it. I'm in my next letter. I am totally endorsing it. I'll send him the paperwork.
Don't.
I'll send him the paperwork.
Oh, please don't.
I know how to legally change a name.
Oh, you do.
I know how to
Well,
do a lot of paperwork.
it's annoying. Having to change your name is annoying. Takes forever. And the paperwork gets lost. Well, lost. And then you gotta do it again.
Mm.
Then it gets lost again, and then you gotta do it again. Ugh.
And then they tell you can't put swear words on the documents and you gotta do it again, yeah.
Eh. Well, there weren't swears, but I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get paperwork back and forth when you're out at sea.
Mm. If
Yeah, well,
you ever need someone to forward or field documents, you can always send them here.
well. I mean, I have my last name now. I don't need to change it again.
Oh, you do? You're not just Pipsqueak?
Nah, no, the Pipsqueak Dovrin, like Captain Squall Dovrin.
Oh, congratulations!
No, that's been a while. I told you I got taken in by the crew.
Ah,
I mean, they're my family. Like, they're my family. And maybe Gregory one day, but I don't know his deal yet. We'll figure that out.
yeah. I mean, we know a little bit, I guess.
I'm gonna find the peck neck who left a kid alone.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. If you ever find them, call me. I'll come over as well. I mean, I've got a good technique with an axe where you can take a kneecap.
Mm, maybe.
But-
I'll consider it.
But actually, there is something I wanted to bring up on that front. Just you can say no, but
Yeah.
and there is the wince of Lynn going, yeah, this is gonna get into a bit of a different territory, a bit less light-hearted, and she goes, I've been thinking of what we all witnessed the second time we met in that
Oh,
place.
the incident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
that was something, huh?
yeah. I've been quietly looking into the case of everything that happened to you, and I am so sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it happened, and I don't think there's anything that can be done anymore. So
If you
They
like,
do
I could.
pop the candy in their mouth like, oh.
If you like, I mean, I am a detective with quite a bit of clout to my name. I mean, I've worked with other detectives before. In fact, I probably should call Almond at some stage. I haven't talked to that guy in a year. But if you ever wanted, I could perhaps reopen the case, figure out some more information, clear you in a few ways if you needed or wanted.
what? Huh? No, it. I mean, I don't want to be blamed anymore, but Lynn, that case is long since cold. I don't think there's anything else to be done, and it's something you can't forget, and I don't know what could even be done. I mean, it's the Yakuza. They're kind of scary with their.
Yeah.
Sure, you've got real good connections here. I mean, there's a whole wall there.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only thing to do now is just make sure that don't lose anybody else again.
Yeah.
I think
We've
that's what Skip would have wanted.
Yeah. Skipper'd be proud of you, Pip.
Oh,
You're,
I,
you're a good person.
I used to be scared of adventures.
Hmm.
I mean, I was all for stealing stuff. That was fun. But it was always Skippy who was charging ahead and wanting to go see the next big thing, and he always had to go first.
I know quite a few people like that. I think I myself fit that demographic from time to time.
A little bit.
Even if I'm actually terrified of adventures, in all honesty.
A certain tall disaster wizard certainly fits it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go through the weird door and follow the sketchy person down this weird dark hallway into who knows what this secret experiment is.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine, they say. And every time you go somewhere and everyone goes, don't worry about it, we're just taking a break. And then you go there and then everything goes to pot. It's kind of impressive. It's kind of impressive at this point. I'm definitely noticing a theme on that front.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one good thing, at least, for Craigery.
Yeah?
He's got you.
I haven't done a very good job. I mean, I tried, but last time, he, I don't know how he did it, but he exploded.
Yeah,
You kind of saw that, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, wherever I went, I came back just in time for that, which I'm definitely going to need to take a few lollipops on that front, but it could have been worse. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I've seen definitely a lot of worse.
Yeah.
We
gotta find out how to fix this.
Yeah, I'll admit, one of the spells I know, I learnt Cure Wounds. I'll admit the reason why I learnt it is and here she is actually seeming to falter again, a little bit of her fur outlining again, and she goes, in the past year, I'm pretty sure I've almost seriously hurt or almost lost a lot of people I care about. I mean, with Jacques, with Hugh, with now Craigery, I'm really picking tired of almost losing people.
And Pip is going to squeeze their tail around Lynn's hand.
I think we both are.
Yeah. But perhaps...
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Oh, go ahead.
And it's very serious.
Oh, yep.
Very, very serious.
Oh, okay. And you got full-on detective expression on, just like, okay.
Mm-hmm. We both want to keep our people safe. Yeah?
More than anything.
So we make a promise to do that. And we gotta, well, sometimes things happen to us, and if we go down, there's no shield for them. We gotta make sure we can keep that shield.
I'll admit, I sometimes think the only thing I'm good for is being a shield. Not the best shield, but I try. It's the first time we met. I do apologize for how I acted, but being the imposing, intimidating detective is the way I've found to be the best shield. If I'm the one everyone's focusing on as the he who's scary mother picker, then they might just leave everyone else alone. I mean,
And, you go after the loud, scurrying little thing that you can't hit, but keeps hitting you a lot.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But hey, you have two, well, not perfect shields. Might cover up the gaps in them. So,
And Pip is holding out their pinky.
Pinky swear that we try and keep them safe. And we work together to do it.
Lynn blinks in. Honestly, you don't even need to roll because she's not wearing her hat. You see awe. And then she nods and she goes, pinky swear on it. And she extends her own hand on it.
Pinky swear.
The most sacred of oaths.
The most sacred of oaths. If I break it, I lose the pinky.
Well, not that far. Not.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
okay, fair point. I mean, pinkies are useful. And besides,
yeah, and
we got
considering this, I think we want to try and be a little bit serious.
Yes. But I pinky promise that I'm gonna keep you and yours safe. And mine. Thanks, Pip.
And I promise the same. I might not know them all yet,
Yeah.
but
I'll
you
introduce
care
you
about
at
'em.
some stage.
So,
I'll introduce you at some stage. I think you'd like them. I mean, I definitely think Boomer and Riot get along. I mean, oh, Pick, can you imagine that? I mean, our kids.
I mean, Boomer's chaos enough,
Yes.
and if this Rye is your kid, whew.
Oh, he's quite level-headed, but at the same time, he is definitely full of mischief. If that create water is anything to go by.
To be fair, I mean, you kind of know about the wizard crimes we did. It was not a big deal. We kind of stole some things and broke into a vault in the wizard guild. It's fine.
I've read the case file, and honestly, I gotta admit, while I don't know much about the Wizard Guild, I do enjoy every now and then muddling a couple of the things in the background for them. Pros of being a detective.
That might have been Boomer's idea. I mean, a little bit.
I love that kid. That kid is fantastic.
She really is. So, pinky swear. And now, well, I definitely want to eat this candy.
Oh, yeah!
It's gonna go to waste if we don't eat it.
You're right! And Lynn picks up another bit and completely forgetting what she learnt earlier, there is another crunch.
And this time, Pip's gonna let Lynn do it. See if she notices. And I think that's where we can start to leave off.
Yeah.
With these two hanging out and having their snack.
And around them... Hey Pip, roll me one last perception. And you will have advantage on this one because we're leaving this on a happy note.
Yes.
You don't
That's
need
pretty
it.
good already.
Of Pip, you happen to glance around and the walls here are bathed gold. But not Rikishi's gold. This is warmer. This is the gold of Lynn's fur, and it shines like a sunrise. Like hope and new beginnings and warmth. And there is the very soft hum.
Pip's favorite time has always been the sunrise.
And I think that's where we end it. Bless these two.
So let's say goodbye. Yeah.
Goodbye, listeners. Thanks for listening in.